I like watching this chess atmosphere. I don't like playing, but being there and like seeing people go to their boards and having a little chat in between this nice playing hall feels nice.
Yeah, and look at the body language. I mean, Daniil is kind of little bit smiling. He's enjoying this game.
Yeah.
Or sometimes when you are smiling, it means that you are also very tense, yeah, and you try to smile it away.
Yeah, and Magnus not having any of it. He's saying, I'll focus. No smiles and chit-chat. Here goes 1b3 again.
Wow.
He's serious about it. But Dubov will have thoughts about b3. I wouldn't be surprised to see, for example, this gambit line. I was talking about it in this game of the day. I said, my favorite line is this one, e3, d5, bishop b5, knight g7. This looks like something Dubov might do.
Yeah, and then bishop e5, a6, and then takes queen g5, yeah, something like this.
Yeah, sounds strange. So bishop g3, h5. I don't think 1b3, but I'm not revealing any secrets here.
But Daniil,
this is a system. Yeah, he's played this before actually. And g6, bishop g7. Now we'll get a more normal chess game. Okay, no shenanigans.
Yeah, well, I mean, on one regard, now Magnus get this c4 type of positions here, which I very much like for Magnus, but now Daniil gets this very nice bishop g7 setup with short castle and d5, and it will be much more harmonious than what Abdusatudov got.
Yeah. Castle thinking if you should go d4, or I would expect him to play more slowly, whatever d3 knight b2. But it's a decision.
Yeah, with the bishop on g7, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, he does go d4. He takes d. I think I've seen this knight takes d4. Maybe even Daniil himself in some games here. Short castles. I'm gonna have to watch that Adiban course. I feel normally we can say enough things about the openings, but this 1b3, I'm not a specialist in all the lines yet.
Yeah, no, I mean, Adiban Spirit, I have been covering all these champion chess tours, and we have seen quite a lot of b3s. And yeah, for Magnus, it worked very nicely. He has won so many games with one b3. He's enjoying it.
Yeah. Helps that he's just good at chess, so if he gets a slightly non-standard position, he can usually be bad at chess, but Daniil clearly knows what he's doing here. Blitzes out, d takes e6. Not surprised by any of this. could still see some long-term chances for white. No, I'm sure it's fine objectively, but
yeah, now he gets his pawn to c5. Yeah, after gc c5 will be played.
yeah.
Very important fixing this c4 basically a4 weaknesses and
I
then
guess we just keep the bishop.
you always keep the bishop, and whenever white will come back with the king to his d, hope, but hard to see this happening.
Yeah. If the position opens up too much, this will always be an issue.
Yeah, Magnus goes g4. It's of course clever not to allow any blockade. Bishop d3 played. Bishop c2. Then g5 fixage.
Typical fixage situation.
Yeah, and very annoying because yeah, bishop c2. Eventually, white will get the f4 f5 break. And then white king, if gets to f4 and e5, then I think it should be a winning position. Now the big question is, black will try to set up something like bishop g4, king e6, and making sure that he will have f5 under control at all circumstances. But now some bishop e4, bishop d5, tempo is coming because b7 pawn is hanging. b6, so
Maybe c6. It's a bit ugly.
yeah, maybe c6, but okay. We see that this g4, g5 for Magnus was of course very strong, creating some hope.
Like just sit some weights. Yeah, okay. It's about the timing of potential white f5.
Yeah, c6 is the baton, yeah, is the cemento.
Fixage versus cemento. Clash of ideas.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Let's check back in with Keimer, Erika Isiel, board number 3. For a moment, we've seen bishop g4. Vincent took, as we expect as well.
Oh, queen g4. And then g6, e6 are falling, knight e4 is there. Yeah, Magnus game ended in a draw, so there was no real breakthrough there.
Interesting strategy by Daniil. No, he just goes for this line.